Richard, let's talk a little bit about ROI. Just talk about maybe some examples of that you had in the past.
ROI is really math. You got to know your numbers to know what your ROI is. So I'm going to go through a case study, really simple. One of our very successful clients, she sent out 3,000 postcards.
She sent out 3,000 of those cards. I got
3,000 postcards,
Okay.
cost her 50 cents a piece. So
Okay,
$1,500 for the cost of sending this out.
Okay, so the investment's $1,500.
The investment's $1,500.
I got it. Okay.
She received 100 phone calls
Wow.
from this one direct mail campaign.
Wow.
Now, a lot of people say, well, is that good? Is that bad? It all depends on what the ROI is. So let's talk about that.
Okay, but those are just responses.
Those are just responses.
You don't get paid for responses. That's just
right.
responses. Yeah.
That's right. Out of those 100 potential patients that called her office, 20 scheduled an appointment. So 20 people walked through the front door as a result of this direct mail campaign.
Okay.
10 of those 20, 50%, purchased the special on this direct mail.
Holy cow, that's pretty good.
$1,200 value.
We had 20 people came in the office, and 10 of them actually bought something, and they spent how much each?
$1,200 price tag.
Well, you're talking about $12,000.
$12,000 for a $1,500 investment in a direct mail campaign.
Well, that sounds pretty good, but there's always some cost to doing business. So whatever it is they bought, someone had to do that.
The cost of that $1,200 package is 40%.
Okay, so that means 60% profit then, right?
60% profit off right off the get-go.
Okay, so we got $12,000 gross, and we get 60% of that, so that's $7,200. Am I pretty good on that?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so $7,200, but wait a minute, we got cost of sending those cards out.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, how much does it cost to send the card?
$1,500.
Okay, so they got about $5,700 in profit. Wow.
ROI, $5,700.
So for every dollar spent, you got $3.50 in.
Absolutely.
Well, that's terrific. That's terrific.
The beauty of it is that's just direct relation to this postcard. That doesn't talk about the lifetime value that dental practice can make over and over and over on the lifetime value of those patients.
All right, so this client has other value. In other words, they buy other stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. So the question is how much money are you going to spend to get people to walk through the front doors of your practice?
Okay, I got it.
We just talked about a 3-to-1 return.
Right.
The ROI continues after they walk through the front doors. Never mind the fact that we have 100 people that raise their hand and only 20 walk through the front door. There's 80 opportunities of people that called your office, said, I'm interested. What is it you're selling me? Now, this dental practice took it a step further. They sent a follow-up direct mail campaign.
So they do another postcard?
They did another postcard just like this, and it said final offer.
Okay, all right.
They received 50% more responses from the 80 that didn't walk through the front door the first time.
Because they were already interested. They just hadn't taken action.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So the ROI is really ongoing. How much money you spend to get a patient to walk through the front door, that's where it starts. And then you measure the ROI from that point on.
Okay. So for a regular client, whether it be a dentist or anybody, so they need to continuously be in the mail, so they're continuously making those touches with people, and then over a period of time, it builds up to being a big business.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest secrets that, as the ROI guy, we measure and help companies understand is the ROI starts not on the first touch, but usually around the third or fourth is when you see exponentially growth in your ROI numbers. Don't give up on the first direct mail. This only created 100 phone calls out of 3,000.
Right.
Most people would have said that's poor ROI, not realizing the value that 20 people that walked through the front door, the revenue that brought in.
I see. Well, so sequential mail is the key. I mean, you're going to have to be in the mail and continuously marketing.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you got to continually track what your ROI is. Otherwise, you really don't know your numbers. You don't know your math. So you get frustrated with direct mail and you discontinue it when it really could be feeding you in the practice and keeping your doors open.